Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking about that damn Stephen A. Smith. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So let's get into this topic, man. I used to be a huge Stephen A. Smith supporter, especially before we got into talking basketball. Huge Stephen. I thought he was funny and all that, like the rest of you. But now I'm being in the business and learning it and spending time in it. You realize that, man, Stephen A. Smith is terrible, bro. This dude is terrible. Not terrible in the sense that he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to make money and all of that. No, nobody's saying that, bro. But Stephen A. Smith has become the most arrogant person I've probably ever seen on television. It's his arrogance is deafening. And he's had moments when he's had gaffes, like the comments he made about Shohei Ohtani, tiny Nigerian players and other things. The Rice player, I forgot about that. But the issue with, he said he's had his moments, and I defended him at times with the Malika Andrews things and some other things. I've defended him, but damn, Stephen A. Smith, he just makes it so hard for you to defend him. So what happened? Recently, there's a major brouhaha taking place between Trump and his supporters, because Trump is refusing to release the Epstein client list. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole Epstein breakdown. I'm sure most of you know it. If you don't know it, hunt the information down. It's all over the internet. But people want answers, because the president said he's going to go drain the swamp. He's an outsider going to clean up Washington. It's supposed to be a transparency. Doge, that was one of his major manifestos, that is going to go up there and get rid of the fraud and the waste. Well, here's a moment where you can expose people that have taken advantage of little trend. I'm not going to go into the language, get too explicit with the language. All of you guys understand that. So when now Trump started to dance around the issue, started snapping at his supporters, calling them stupid and this and this and this, it created a major firestorm, and the fire is still raging as we speak. Because Trump supporters said, it doesn't matter what you've done. This is the most important issue. Protecting kids, and you cannot cover up for peas. I'm not going to use the word. You can't. And they're drawing the line, and they're saying that this issue supersedes everything that you've done and you're planning to do. So Stephen A. Smith, who is one of the biggest grifters in sports media, he decided that he wants to talk politics. Right? And I think Stephen A. Smith is a grifter, 100%. And he goes on the Chris Cuomo show. And he mouths off some of the most disgraceful comments I have ever heard anyone say on this Jeffrey Epstein issue. And he basically starts scolding people like, don't you have anything else better to do? He then goes on to say there may be a list, there may not be. I'm like, what is this guy even talking about right now? So for those of you who didn't hear what he originally said, I want to play what Stephen A. Smith said initially, and then want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Stephen A. Smith here.
Fair enough. But when we go to the Epstein, the quote unquote Epstein file, I'm going to tell you what jumps out in my mind, because I'm with you on this regard. We can't rule it out, but we can't definitively say it existed either, because we don't know. And because we don't know, it's irresponsible to say there must be a list, there must be a list. You can say what you believe. You can say what you're suspicious of, but you can't sit up there and speak in definitive terms when you don't have that level of evidence. That's number two. Number three, here's the big thing for me. The far right is actually, they don't realize this. They're making Trump look better and better every day. Think about this. We've got the war with Ukraine and Russia. We've got the whole Israeli-Palestinian situation, Hamas, Hezbollah, even though that's been relatively crushed and what have you. We see all of this stuff going on. You got tariff wars. You've got, purportedly the imminent presence of inflation and all of this stuff, or recession. Everybody talks about these things, okay? You see what's going on with ICE. You see what's going on with our border issues and what have you. And Trump, no matter what you may think about him, if you are on the right, you could not ask for better than what he has done, because what he has done is what they have said they wanted and have been trying to get done for years. And even they admit that he's doing their bidding, yet they're in an uproar because the Department of Justice said there's no client list and the Epstein files case is closed. Really? I mean, I'm wondering I got to talk to Steve Bannon. I got to talk to him. I got to talk to some of these people, the Tucker Carlsons of the world and everybody going crazy over the Epstein client list. Mm-hmm. That's what you concerned about?
Excellent. So you heard what Stephen A. Smith said. When he said that, I lost it. Like, I lost it, and a lot of people lost it. A lot of people lost it. Various content creators, and I said it was a fireable offense. I said it was a fireable for you to say what you said and to be so misinformed on the information. The guy said there may be a list or there may not be, but you can't say definitive. Pam Bondi already said there was a list. And it was on her table. So for you to say there is no list, bro, you don't even know what's going on. But then to take it to the step where you're not laughing at people that want to know and saying that for people that want to know who's on this Epstein list, you don't have anything else better to do. I have things like that is mind-numbingly stupid. A stupid thing to say. But just when you thought it couldn't get worse, folks, it got worse. Stephen A. Smith was apparently somewhere walking around New York City, and he was stopped and asked to clarify his comments. And would you believe it, that this joker went up there and doubled down on his absolutely disgraceful comments on Jeffrey Epstein. But before we even get into what he said, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, Game Time. One of the things I love the most is making unforgettable memories with family and friends. And one of the things I hate the most is overpaying for tickets only to find out that there was a better deal out there. That's one of the reasons I started using Game Time. Game Time is the easy go-to app for last-minute tickets to sports, concert, and theater events across 60+ states in the US and Canada. Game Time saves me time, money, and stress by curating only the best deals, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of time scrolling through overpriced tickets. Game Time Picks is my favorite tool. It highlights the best value seats instantly. No more guesswork, no more wasting time. For example, I'm really looking forward to watching some of these NBA Summer League games. Here's what I like to do. I choose between the cheapest deal, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do now is I want to play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say here. I want you guys to listen to this guy, double down, and then when I come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Stephen A. Smith here.
How are you preparing for General Hospital? Because I heard you got to get buff with your elbow, something happened with it. So what are you doing?
Just staying in shape, eating right, making sure I exercise and protecting my elbow. That's all. Got to be in shape just in case I have to do any love scenes or anything like that.
Okay, so when is the love scene? Or just in case?
I don't know if there is going to be one. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see.
Okay, cool. Now, first things first. Do not get mad at me, but we got to put it out there. Just asking. Do you have a message for the people that are mad at your opinion? I know you had an opinion. You know, you felt like Epstein list, okay, we don't care. What do you say to those people that are mad at your opinion? Because it's your opinion and you are entitled to it, but what I have to say is that I don't care. And the reason that I don't care is because everybody has an opinion, number one. Number two, I get paid for mine. Number three, and most importantly, it's my opinion based on the facts as presented. I'm not getting personal. I'm not deriding or denigrating anybody. I'm just calling it like I see it when asked or when it's part of my job. That's what I do for a living. And last time I checked, there's a whole bunch of people out here trying to do what I do. So that's the way it goes.
Excellent. So you heard what Stephen A. Smith said. Guys, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. He's talking about, I'm giving my opinion. Your opinion is rooted in misinformation. You said that, oh, there may be a list, there may not be a list, but you can't defend it. Bro, there's a list. There's no question. There is a list. Ghislaine Maxwell, she's sitting in jail. If there's no list, why is she sitting in jail? What about the hundreds and hundreds of victims? Who did that to them? We already know the island exists. The president himself, before he took office, was even implicating former presidents like Bill Clinton. What are you talking about? You think all of these people that want the list revealed, they're all dumb? Or they don't have anything else better to do? They want the list revealed on principle. And then here you come with his usual arrogant self. It's my opinion, and I get paid to give opinions. Yes, you get paid to give opinions. That don't mean they got to be dumb. I am floored by this guy, man. Floored. He's so arrogant and wrong. That's the worst kind of arrogant, to be wrong and arrogant. And people still support this guy. I am surprised that Stephen A. Smith is still employed by ESPN. Which then speaks volumes of Disney, and which ties into another. When people are like, well, Shannon Sharpe may not come back to Disney because, Disney. Well, the Disney is allowing this guy that works there at their company basically saying that the Epstein list doesn't, and then people that are offended by it need to go find something else better to do with their lives, is what this guy is saying. So if this is not such an issue, or it's not an important issue, why is it shattering the support that Donald Trump had? Why are some of his biggest supporters turning on him if it's not an issue? Or let me guess, they have nothing else better to do with their lives, right? Those people that want to know, all of the people that abuse those children, they have nothing else better to do, right? You have better things to do, like talk sports. That's a better thing to do. Because talking sports is a better thing to do than trying to figure out all of these people that did those grotesque things to those children. That's more important. It is unbelievable, this guy. Unbelievable. Unreal. He's unreal. And he's so confident. I have my opinion, and I get to say what I want to say. Just wrong and confident. He doesn't understand why people are offended. He doesn't understand why people are offended. He feels that if you're offended, you have nothing else better to do with your life. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? So all of these podcasters and all of them, they have nothing else but they're all bums. According to Adam from Value 10, they're a bum living in your parents' basement. There are more people that are enraged about the Epstein issue that are more successful than Adam than him sitting there saying that. You know that? A lot of these guys that are talking about, they're more successful than him. Yes, they don't need to be on Valuetainment. They got their own shows. We know them because of them. We know Adam because of Valuetainment. It's this dude is terrible, bro. He's terrible. He's terrible. I have a right to my opinion, and I have a right to my opinion, and I have a right to my opinion. So why you ain't say that when you said that about them Nigerian players? Why you ain't say that when you said that about the Rice play that assaulted his girlfriend in the elevator when it was about to suspend? You said, no, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I have the right to say that. I'm confused. If it's your opinion. It's your opinion. Bro, I'm going to leave it to y'all, man. I'm out.